Contradicting, that is the word I would use right now when it comes to the whole scenario of Battlefront 2, Jedi Fallen Order, and EA Play. Let's discuss this. So I was away last week when obviously we were given the news that Battlefront 2 would not be at EA Play this year and instead Fallen Order would be taking the spot. And there's so many things to take into consideration here. I understand EA's marketing strategy, but at the same time, I don't understand it. It's kind of a weird one. Now let's not get sidetracked by other topics in this video. No matter what I think of Jedi Fallen Order so far, that is the game that EA are going to want to promote. That is their new game, single player or online, it doesn't matter. Obviously we know it's a single player game, but that's irrelevant. It's their new game, it's their new Star Wars game, and they're going to want to promote this. But we look what happened at EA Play last year with Battlefront 2, arguably probably the best event ever for Battlefront 2. That day, when Anakin, Count Dooku, Grievous, Obi-Wan, Geonosis was announced, best day ever to be a Battlefront fan. And that was obviously back when the game was recovering and at the time hadn't recovered much in terms of the view of the public. But now there's bigger streamers playing the game, there's a bigger player base, and they're missing quite a huge opportunity not advertising Battlefront 2 at EA Play, especially when we introduce this community transmission, which has been officially confirmed as the biggest community transmission yet, being 2 to 3 community transmissions in one. Like, what are they doing not promoting this at EA Play? Once again, the content in this update is kind of irrelevant at this point. It could be Ahsoka, it could be Ventress, it could be a new planet, it could be Episode 9 content. It doesn't really matter what's in it at this point. What matters is that it's been confirmed to be the biggest community transmission yet. So whether this means it would be a bigger announcement than the one last year, because that was more of an announcement and not a community transmission, I don't know. But in terms of community transmissions, this is the biggest one yet. Now I get it from a marketing perspective, you know, focus on Jedi Fallen Order. That is essential for EA. They've got to promote this new game, especially with it being a single player game as well. I know I said that doesn't really matter, but at the same time, with it being a single player game and more people are drawn to online games, they've got to promote this. But you could still have a little segment before it where Dennis could take centre stage once again and talk about Battlefront 2. Because EA Play will obviously commence on Saturday the 8th of June, and this CT will be coming out on Friday the 7th of June. So it's like we get this huge Battlefront news, which everybody will be hyped about for a day, but then the wider gaming community won't really notice it too much because it will be overshadowed by Jedi Fallen Order. The best way to do this, the best way to keep the wider gaming community engaged, is to have a little segment for Battlefront 2. Let Dennis talk about the community transmission, maybe release a few photos, you don't need to do a trailer, anything like that, and then let the Fallen Order team take centre stage, let them talk about their new game and give us a trailer, you know, it's the gameplay reveal I believe, throw in all that stuff so it's pretty clear to the audience that Fallen Order is the new game, but Battlefront 2, the game that was once paid to win and was once just torn apart by the gaming community, is still alive, still thriving, and still bringing out new content. And yes, everybody in the Battlefront community will be focused on the Battlefront news, I would think, but the wider gaming community will be more focused on the single player game, which obviously I want to try and leave my opinions about that game out of this video, but it's most likely that after 2 to 3 weeks, when everybody's played the same campaign, it will be kind of forgotten about. I know I'll get hate for saying that now, but I strongly believe come the end of the year, when the game's been out 2 to 3 weeks, you'll all kind of agree with me on that. Who knows though, I'm not always right. But I think this is a very important topic, everyone, and I do think it's kind of stupid that Battlefront 2 won't be at EA Play, because will this game still be supported next year? Will they be focusing on a new Battlefront game or another new Star Wars Online game? This was probably the final opportunity, really, to promote some Battlefront 2 content, while it's the only current Star Wars game out right now that you can play, because Fallen Order isn't out yet, and they're wasting it. This is probably down to the guys over at EA, and I'm sure the guys over at DICE would love to promote their game a bit, but it's not going to happen, and it is very unfortunate, and I know I'm not the only one to be just very, very saddened by this, honestly. I was looking forward to it after EA Play last year. This was the event I was looking forward to, and it's pretty sad indeed. But thank you for watching, everyone. Let me know your opinions in the comments section. It's an interesting topic, and I think we need to discuss it further down there. I'll see you all next time.